Hey, yo, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Let's get started. Mini. My name is Romane Damita. Hi, everyone, again. I am Director of SEO at Boostros. I'm leading and encouraging the SEO team, which they are here, Visha and Adam.
Hi, everyone. I don't look like this picture anymore, but I'm Bushra and I'm working as a senior SEO executive of Boostros. And they are trying to call me a content queen, but I won't this week. And I'm like the cheer of this group.
Can you
Hello,
make
everyone.
that again? Sorry, Adam.
What?
Can you make that face again? The same one. Okay.
So, may I start, dear Roman?
Of course. Sorry, I'm so sorry, man.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Adam, and as an SEO associate, and as you know from the last webinars, I am the fresh blood of digital marketing.
Yeah.
And welcome.
Yeah. Not first?
And not first. That's just fresh.
Okay. Hi, Bud. Hey, Marina. And Tugajan is here. Okay. Everything's good, Ibad. How about you? So let's start then what we'll cover today. Guys, every week we are trying to make some really valuable series, which the goal is to keep you updated in the SEO on the SEO industry. So today I will cover how to deal with the faceted navigation on your e-commerce website. In my side today, I will not speak in a technical side. Actually, usually I speak in technical things, but today I will go deep into more like strategical side or idea side for your e-commerce website. If you want to learn more details in technical at the same topic, you can go through our previous weekly SEO in 29 January, on 29 January. So
That's
that's
all
it.
for you. Okay. And I will cover the topics such as never underestimate image optimizations, SERP speed tool by Reddico, introduction to finding bloggers, which headline type to choose, don't forget to use heading text, and all.
And I will talk about YouTube is available to install as a progressive web app application, and Firefox and progressive web apps. That's like some news from before 3 weeks. And where's the point progressive web apps and SEO intersect, and what we must have for progressive web apps, and what should we implement, such as Canonical, Open Graph, and schema, and testing your PWAs.
Great. I tried to test one branded keyword on Google this week on 15 February. I saw from Toblerone chocolate search query, there was a seller like worldwidechocolate.com. And this is a seller actually. It's an e-commerce website, but after 4 days and 19 February, also in USA search results, there was the producer. So it was Mondelez International. I think it's a Turkish company, by the way. Mondelez. It's not Mondelez.
No, I think it's Switzerland, as far I remember. Toblerone, yeah.
No. Mondelez International. Like, it's a Turkish company or not? Like, I
I
think
can
it's
check for you.
yeah, really quickly you can do that. So there is a really big competition on branded keywords because there is lots of keywords. There is lots of brands like chocolate brands. There is over like more than thousands, more than 1,000 brands for just chocolate. So in this website, Worldwide Chocolate, this was actually like a blog page. There wasn't products, there wasn't a product details, there was just about Toblerone. But there was included two buttons. which is you can get one chocolate, which is Toblerone, or you can get a package of Toblerone. So and there was some various for to choose something. And then after 5 days, I saw products. So, because I didn't click to this website, so Google didn't know my intent, because I'm also a user of Google. So I didn't click, and then also I want to search it again. So what I see the producer. So actually Google trying to understand what is your user intent. So now if we got something from here about branded keywords, let's go a little bit about strategy. Sales-focused brand keywords. So also here I searched for Toblerone chocolate, and I wanted to see how many Toblerone chocolate various is there. And I saw almost 800 keywords which having same terms like Toblerone chocolate or Toblerone dark chocolate, and so. Also, there was questions, of course, 70 questions, and on Google also this queries was included in autocomplete. So we need to know how many is there if you want to know if we have a potential traffic from these keywords. Are they included in autocomplete or related searches? What's the user intent for these keywords? So about third step, you need to search a keyword, and you need to see the results you get on the top 10 search results. So if there is like really e-commerce websites, or just a producer, or just many blog posts, then it's not actually a sales focused keyword. So you need to know this is a very important step before you will focus on branded keywords. So do you sell multiple brands in your e-commerce website? If so, there is really like I said, there is over 1,000 chocolate brands. You can see them, like Google gives some examples from UK. There was lots of them, and also there was a company like Godiva or Chocolate Bar. Chocolate Bar is actually, there is lots of brands in this website. So people are curious about the best brands. As you can see right here, best chocolate brands, or people want to know where to buy it, like where to buy that brand. So you can see like most popular chocolate. So where do you want to sell, or just to buy this chocolate? You need to know, you need to search, and if you got some search results, then think about to include yourself there.
Okay, now, by the way, the last brand was USA centered brand, but we can say Godiva, because Godiva is the Ülker owner's like Turkish brand. Godiva there.
Yeah, Godiva is Turkish or not? Belgium.
No, it was Belgium originated, but a Turkish company bought it. But the last brand was a USA-centered company.
Man, I got hungry.
Kubra said that.
Yeah.
I have a little bit a network corruption. Do you see me?
Yeah, you have.
I really love Toblerone, and when you said Toblerone, I got hungry.
Which brand is your favorite here, Büşra?
My favorite, most of these brands are not in Turkey.
Yeah, Nestle is in Turkey.
I don't want to make a section here, but I have to learn. And okay, anyone, if you have any questions, you can ask us on the comment section below. Roman probably will return to us in a few minutes or seconds. And
I'm so sorry. I have a little connection troubles.
We can close our cameras if you want.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear, but
okay. Do you see the deck? Okay.
That's a really cool voice, man.
yeah, I like it. For robotic sound, the voice.
Life things, you know. Sometimes you have connection problems, sometimes not.
I know it, man. The previous week I had the same problem, you know.
So it means that I would leave.
I will change my internet in a second.
Okay. Oh, we understood that. That's a robotic voice.
So branded keywords. Branded keywords are a really interesting topic here. When we try to make some strategy out of them, it's really interesting. But it's also hard. It's in some sectors. It's also hard to create a strategy for them because most of the time they, as just Roman said, they're not conversional type of keywords. But I'm really wondering what Roman will say next, and he has returned.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm so sorry about that. Man, live stream issues, you know, all the time. Okay, so if you hear me right now, everything's good, then I can continue. So I wanted to know how many search volume has Snickers chocolate. And there was over 1,000 search volume per month. Like it's actually an average, but Ahrefs gives that there's like over 1,000 monthly searches just in USA. And for this keyword, there is 21% monthly organic clicks. Like users are actually clicks to the organic searches more than 20%. And I saw that Walmart actually has a branded category. There is a brand category. They have chocolate category. And when you click to the Toblerone or Snickers, you can see there is a brand category. So they know there is a really big traffic potential. And also there is Migros, which we apply this strategy on their e-commerce website. So as you can see right here, Pringles chips, it has over 400 monthly searches on Turkey and 32% monthly organic clicks. So Ahrefs gives that there is over 500 clicks to this search result, like this one. So Pringles chips, this is actually a brand category. So if you will create a brand filter with unique URLs, and if this will be indexable, then you will have like more traffic, more visibility for your pages, because there is a big potential. You need to know that if you have brand filters, you need to include them in indexable and unique URLs. Of course, after you do that in site, you need to include in sitemap and more. So if you want to know details, technical details, you can go through our previous weekly SEO. So do you have many types of products? If so, what types of products do you have? If there is like dark chocolate or gold chocolate or milk chocolate, then pretty much you have a really big potential of traffic because dark chocolate is searched a lot. In this case, I analyzed like poordish.com, if I pronounce it correctly. They have a chocolate type like dark chocolate, and they sell these products just in Canada. So as you can see from their meta title, there is Buy Chocolate Online Canada. So I searched from Ahrefs how many search volume has this keyword in Canada. So there is over 4,000 search volume for just this keyword. And there is a lot of keywords about this one. Also, there's questionable keywords or so. And we need to know what are the search volume and trends of this type of keywords and how people ask about it. For example, how to make dark chocolate. It's not a sales-focused keyword. Or how to melt dark chocolate. Also, this is not a sales-focused keyword. So if not, then you need to include like that in your title. If you will create a unique URL for your chocolate types or some X types, then beside dark chocolate, you need to enter like buy dark chocolate or dark chocolate prices or something like that, dark chocolate or so. So you need to know how do people ask about this query, because there is different various of user intent, and you shouldn't you are not obligated to make every filters from your faceted navigation indexable.
Besides faceted navigation, it's a really interesting way to test your CTRs. We are changing them. It's a really good and widespread point of view, I guess. I'm trying to say that, but I'm so focused on the chocolate visuals, and I got
Yeah, look at the reviews, by the way. Every page has 561 reviews. Every product. Are they fake, do you think?
Maybe it's just a coincidence.
Maybe. And 5 stars. Wow. Anyway. So it's not just about faceted navigation and indexable unique brand filters. It's also about, look at this one. People also ask about, there is a blog post about 17 of the best places to order chocolate online. So I saw third one, C's candies offer delicious chocolate. So I wanted to know if that brand really has delicious chocolate in a SEO way. So I searched this sites, C's.com, and delicious chocolate. What do you think? There was about almost 300 results about delicious chocolate in their pages. Also, I wanted to know how many products includes delicious. There was 39 products about delicious, but there was not any delicious in title. Actually, delicious was included in reviews, in articles, or in product description. So you need to include, if you have not just faceted navigation, you need to include your keywords in some places like description or images, alt text, or in your blog articles. Because if you will do that, some blog owners will show you sell delicious chocolate without test it. So I didn't test C's candies, but I know there is delicious chocolates because they have a lot of delicious chocolates, and they was recommended in a blog post. So it's not all about brand filters. It's about your product pages. It's about your articles, and so this was my speech. I hope you get something from here. You got something from here. And if there is no questions, we can go through Bushra.
Thank you, Roman, for this delicious.
I hope you enjoy.
I won't talk about anything about some delicious. I don't have delicious things, but I have interesting things also. So the first thing I want to talk about is just a reminder for everyone, never underestimate the image optimizations and try to tell them to your customers or clients in an easiest way. Most of the time, companies tend to ignore page speed optimizations because they just tend to think that it's a really, really big and time-spending thing to do. But only a big image file, changing only a big image file can change everything. And this is an example I just experienced last week. This website, this specific page of a website had a really big media file on. It's like 1.2 megabytes, and it's really big, And I wanted them to change it to a really small JPEG version file. They don't use still WebP, although we say that all the time, WebP format. And after they changed it, the LCP score improved by 2.6 seconds, and it's a really big thing. And it just takes 5 minutes to change it. Yep. Yeah, this is the 1 hour before the changing process, and this is the 10 minutes after the changing process. I just took this before and after screenshots, like beauty products, and it was really interesting for me. So I strongly suggest to tell these small differences to everyone as much as possible, because page speed, most of the time, page speed is not all about changing all of the code structure of a website. Okay, maybe sometimes, but it may be sometimes, but image files also a really small thing. You can do that whenever you want if you have a smaller version of picture. So, what do you think about it?
Bravo. That's bravo.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's lots of time problems, like the brands and websites putting this kind of huge image size on the slider, and their slider area is really huge, and they are putting this one, and also that one is format is GIF, and GIF is really, really huge size for websites.
There are also websites, the whole homepage covered with a really big video. It plays all the time, and it's really disturbing. You cannot find the menu, the exact place, because it distracts you. There's some stuff like that too.
So will you share the performance after this improvement, by the way?
I told them, but I did not make an official announcement on their channel. I'm gonna make it with their weekly report.
Great.
So this is a really, really hot topic from Twitter. Everyone was talking about it, and they're still talking about it today. And this is a SERP speed tool by Reddico. It's a really good tool, and you may ask what is the difference from other SERP speed tools, but you can understand it from the wording there, this SERP. And this website actually is a completely free tool, and you can check your website's one of specific web pages performance for a specific keyword, and it also compares them with the other competitors, top 10 competitors, page speeds and core web vitals. It also provides actionable recommendations for you to improve your page speed performance in order to get a better ranking for that keyword. And it's also have Lighthouse audit included in it, and it's completely free right now. It's probably a better tool. I just think like that, but we will see in the future, but it's really good to integrate in your ranking optimizations, because page speed gets really important every day.
In the future is like really very soon in May 2021.
Yeah.
Whoa. So be prepared.
Actually, this is the stuff we always talk about. Judith Lewis just shared a really good summary. Not she shared, but it's from an Brighton SEO event, and she also shared really good tips here. But I just when I saw this, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. So you have a blog and you need to find some bloggers and you don't have money. We always talked about it. I guess I talked about this a few weeks ago in Weekly SEO too. So we are trying to recruit bloggers, and most of the time we just recruit them and we forget to send answers to them or give some topics to them or communicating with them regularly. And thanks to that, not thanks to that, it's another good thing. Due to that, they won't reply you in the future. So do you want a favor from other people to write for your blog for free, completely free, with giving the expectation, okay, I will give you a backlink or I will promote you in my blog. But when you do not send any reply to them, that's a really bad image for your blog. So in order to make your bloggers happy, you should communicate them effectively. And another, I just want to share a really small tip here. Tim Solo also says this all the time, and I also experienced this. Whenever you try to find some bloggers, just do not send to an email to a one person, because they may not give you a reply at any time, or they won't return you soon, because it's a process to think, because they are going to write something for free, and they will think whether they have time for that in their schedule, or they will try to make some room for in their schedule for that. So as a beginning, I also strongly suggest this: find 10 or 20 people and send an email to them, but not the same template. Just try to be personal, try to be cool, and try to try to get communicative with them. So do not please use a really boring template for every person, and send your emails at the same time. After that, you will probably get some answers soon, but some will also return later, and they will be your backup writers. Roman, are you with us? So we can continue. I can share my slide with you.
Okay.
Okay. So we are talking about. So I just saw one agreed, Bushra, and that's good to see that. Thank you. Do you see my screen, Adem?
Yeah, but I can't see it full size, you know.
Okay, Roman returned.
Welcome.
Hi, man.
Hey guys. Bushra, can you share your screen, because I have
I'm trying to do that. Can you see it right now?
Yeah, that's okay now.
Okay. So I just saw one agreed, Bushra, and thank you for that. I also had the same idea for it. So let's continue, because we have a lot of slides to cover too. While I was reading some stuff on SEMrush blog, you know, SEMrush has really good statistic blog posts for the content marketing world, and I just saw this updated blog article here. It's called Anatomy of the top performing articles, and I just came across this interesting data here. It's really interesting because three years ago, we always read about, okay, what are the popular headline types, and there were how-tos and lists, and how-tos are a bit more than lists. Right now, lists just get the higher share for the traffic. List gets 80% more traffic than other types of articles, but how-to article still gets the second place, and it's really interesting. So it's still the same fashion, but it changed a little bit inside. Also, guide articles. This is also interesting. Guide articles get more shares than lists, and of course, lists again get more backlinks than anything here. So this is a really interesting topic. You can just find the link here and read it, all of the stuff. There are really influential diagrams and infographics here. And
so we need to add something like this. List is still popular, and we have also this best practice in Turkey now, the Onedio, how they prove in this like creating this content in this way in lists, and they grew really fast, and that was biggest best practice, I think, in Turkey.
Yeah, Onedio just really changed the type of content in Turkey.
Yeah, that's
social media content type.
Sure.
And it's a really interesting thing. Just 5 or 6 years ago, when you think about this, I would probably say, don't make fun of me in Turkey. There won't be anything like that. But
that's really, yeah, I agree with that.
So I found another interesting data here, and it's about the distribution of heading depth and their performance. Most of the time, we just come across John Mueller's some answers about this, and some people just tend to comment about it, like we don't have to use heading tags, or we don't have to use H1 tags, etc., etc. But we need to be careful about it, because just think that you're writing a really good article. You have a really good idea, and you are writing an article about it, but on a piece of paper, and you don't use any main topic or subheadings for it. And when you finished, you share it with your friend, and you just think that, oh my God, I just wrote something delicious. It's really interesting, but your friend has some limited time. He or she just gets the paper, and since there is no main topic or no headings, they probably won't understand what this article is about, and you don't get the appreciation you are expecting. And the web actually like the same. The blog posts are the same. Whenever users visit your website, you need to provide them a clear structure for an article. And if we can't find any subheadings, any classification way to make your long article smaller, and make it easier to skim, it's really hard to consume your content there, and they won't probably return your content here. Actually, return your website. Actually, I also had a blog article about it in Boostras blog. We really talked about it, the 7 common blogging mistakes people have. You can also find it from our blog there. So this is my last article, Adam. Now it's your turn.
Hey, I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. It was about my internet because it expired a little bit from gigabytes. By the way, about Judith Lewis, she's a top really best link builders. Like, she gives a lot of really great tips, tricks regarding how to make your website to be more shared on other websites, to get a really great link building for your website. Or also there is Mary Hamus, which can find your toxic backlinks or something like that. So Judith Lewis, Mary Haynes, or Hames, I'm so sorry if I pronounce it not correctly, but you can follow them regarding link building or how to clear all toxic backlinks.
So thank you for your contribution. I forgot to mention that. Thank you for the reminder. And I'm done, by the way.
Thanks for this information, Bushra. Okay, and we can start from a news from 3 weeks before. It was launched YouTube Progressive Web application last 2 or 3 weeks ago. And we can now download and use it as an application on the desktop. And in fact, it is published the Google Photos and Google Maps application as a PWA also. And it's a fact that it was created for the market race based on the offline service in Spotify and Netflix. Probably we will able to watch something as an offline videos as an offline on the YouTube service. Probably they aim to share this PWA in this way to serve the videos as an offline. So that's another important issue. Maybe it's like also is 2 weeks ago, but it was talk about it like in Reddit, this platform, maybe 2 months ago also. And Mozilla's Firefox continues to support PWA on mobile phone, on mobile side, but it's no longer to support PWA on desktop with its update. And this kind of a really popular issue in among the developer and marketers. And like as I said, that I saw some posts about that on the Reddit also. That was kind of biggest topic in this area, and especially Google side. Google created PWA for YouTube Music, Google Photos, Google Maps, and also Spotify and Hulu also worked on this side. But unlike other browsers, Firefox no longer supports this feature on desktop. Okay, after these updates, I want to explain simple PWAs in like basic PWAs SEO optimization in this weekly SEO. And so at the intersection between progressive web apps and SEO, what should we pay attention to as SEOs? Okay, that's these ranking factors for also in SEO, and like we need to. Okay, how can I start it? Many factors like Google is accounting for rankings, and the SEO has a common point, like with PWA. That's what PWA make it like user experience, mobile friendly, and page speed is also so common issue in search engine optimization. And having a mobile friendly website for PWA is probably an indisputable fact. And the better user experience is, the higher the quality of our website is. And another important issue is, of course, our site, like page speed in general. So anyway, in terms of page speed experience, Google will be quite challenging website in this issue, like, after maybe 2 or 3 months. And I would like to add another information in this. PWA doesn't benefit us in any way on the SEO like in AMP. You can use it or not, but it's not an effect on your SEO rankings or another impression or clicks. Okay, in general, we can say that as a separate information, like websites are mostly visited on the mobile side, but users are spending their most time in native apps, they can search your website on the mobile phone in any browser. You can click it and you can check it. But if customers or our clients are spending their time in the native apps, like a native application. Therefore, if you are not a big brand and don't want to spend your budget for a native app, and if you don't want to deal with this kind of stores, because especially in iOS, that's really like Apple Store, that's really strictness, and maybe you don't want to spend your time in this App Store. So our website should definitely have HTTPS protocol and our content in the PWA, where we need to should be fetched from our content from our HTTPS protocol pages. And we need to have also here manifest JSON file for PWA, where we need to specify our icon for mobile phones or desktop, theme color, and start URL, and this kind of technical issues. And to use the cache technology, we need to also here service workers. And another two important issues is, it's common issue for SEOs also, like our performance and our responsiveness in the mobile friendly. And these kind of things also required for every website. Okay, that's another issue is from AMP probably that each our pages must have canonical tag for our simple page, and we can think of it like AMP, and our AMP page should have canonical tags given to our regular simple page on desktop, and so that we can duplicate content, we can block that or duplicate content in this area, and search engine boss can focus on our main source. But if we have another additional AMP pages, also we need to add this a link AMP here, and we need to add it in our PAV source code. Another issue is here, especially in the client-side rendering websites, we definitely need to implement these three structures for sharing on social media and for our structured data. And in fact, websites were a few shortcomings that drew attention when they launched their PWA. That was especially if you research on the subject, there are quite a few examples from Starbucks, or if you search about PWA, is maybe because in GDG area, Google was always pushing PWA to for developers. Please use it. But probably if you are searching for something for progressive web apps, probably you will find lots of documents from maybe 2 years before, and probably you will see Starbucks examples from there, because when Starbucks created their first PWA, they didn't have any Twitter cards on the Twitter or another social media. And for example, if you are sharing their URL, there is not doesn't appear any customized photo for each page. Just there's a Starbucks logo, that's all. So we need to add these three elements, especially like Twitter cards, OpenCrop, and the schema org in these our PWAs. And we should always test our PWA values on our sites built on React, Vue, or Angular via Lighthouse, because in this area, there may be problem in terms of crawling. And I put below, there's a URL there from Google side, is Sarah Clark. It's actually was talking about that, and what we need to draw attention in this area. And you can you can see in this video, such as suggestions, such as Ajax unclean URL, you know, like structures with hashes or fields, like fields where you need to native, like through Lighthouse, and you can see this area. Like, don't use here as a client-side rendering. Like, you can maybe use it as a native, and we can crawl it in this way very easy. And there's a two section here, and SEO and PWA, and you can see from this bar how your website, your browser is suitable or not for PWA, and if it's matching, probably like a few days ago, next a few days, probably your website will be PWA mesh. Like, your customers can use it as a PWA, and you can also check your SEO performance there, because if you are using a clean-side rendering, and probably you will have some kind of SEO problems in JavaScript, and you can check them, and you can optimize your all websites.
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing, Adam. PWA is actually a really detailed part. It's not actually really directly impacted to the SEO, but it's like you are PWA specialist, you are director of mobile application. So actually, this part is more for user experience side of your website. So thanks for details. Really, there was some technical SEO details regarding PWA. So if you want guys to ask something for our next weekly SEO, we will try to answer them in our live stream or directly to email if you will share. So we will add this Typeform link, so you can ask everything you want to know about regarding SEO, also to PWA or so. Thank you very much for watching us. If you want to support, you can share these videos on. If you have YouTube channel, you can share on your YouTube channel, or you can share just on Twitter, just to support us. So we give a heart. Take care. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.